Welcome to a lesson with Dr. Powell. Let's discuss how we find the length of a curve that's described as a vector function. Okay, so we have a curve and it's described by some r here, r function, r of t. How are we going to find the length of that? Well, let's think. As we move along the curve, we have velocity. This velocity function. The velocity function itself for the curve at a point is always tangent, and it's in the direction of travel. So it's in the direction of travel along the curve. The magnitude of the velocity vector is the speed in the direction of travel. So if you want to know your position relative to how far you've traveled, then all you need to do is integrate the speed in that direction of travel. So we just take the integral of the speed in the direction of travel, and that, thinking of t as time, but really you always can do that no matter the parameterization. This will always, no matter how it's described, always gives you one thing. It always gives you the length of travel or along the curve. So from some t position to some b position. Now, how do you find the magnitude of this vector? Well, it's just Pythagorean theorem in 3 components. So let's give an example. For instance, what if we had the function, let's do that, is equal to, let's do 2t, and I'll use this notation, 2t negative cosine t and sine t. All right, so we need to find the velocity vector, which is 2 and negative, or actually positive, sorry, positive sine t, and this is cosine t, okay. And then we find the magnitude of this, square all the components, 4 plus sine squared plus cosine squared, and you take a square root. That's the magnitude of velocity. You integrate it. Suppose we're going from maybe t is 0 to t is pi, and we want to know the arc, how far we've traveled. Well, we just compute this, and we see that this actually by an identity is 1. So we get the square root of 5 as a constant over this interval. So square root of 5 times t is the antiderivative from 0 to pi. Just ends up being pi times square root of 5. And that would be the length of travel. Thanks for watching.